Sawadee krap, it's Tuesday, February 27th. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. Local residents near Bang Tao Beach are demanding action from authorities after black wastewater was once again visible at the popular beach in Chirkdale over the weekend. A post appeared on the Monsoon Garbage Thailand Facebook page on Thursday, explaining that black wastewater was accumulating at the Bang Tao Canal at the beach before being released into the sea, despite numerous and ongoing calls from locals to address the problem to better manage what appears to be polluted water. The post prompted Dr. Jaturong Kongkeo, the Deputy Dean for Administration and Human Resources at the Faculty of Technology and Environment of Prince of Songkla University Phuket campus, to visit the scene and conduct an inspection. Following the inspection, Dr. Jaturong claimed that the wastewater being released from the local treatment plant in Bang Tao was being impacted by algae accumulated in the canal, which had caused the water to appear darker than usual, though he stated that a close inspection would reveal the water to be clear. He also stated that the water is clear by the time it flows from the canal to the sea in the area where many foreign tourists swim, and that it was odorless. He stated that there are two possible solutions. One is to install an additional water turbine to add oxygen to the water prior to release from the treatment plant. The second possible solution, he advised, was to inspect and improve the Bang Tao water treatment plant, which took 10 years to build from 2007 to 2017. Last week's situation at Bang Tao Beach followed a very similar one at Kamala Beach on Wednesday, where wastewater was again blamed for turning the water in the main canal through Kamala black and emitting a foul odor. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Phuket expat Todd Blankenship, an American, has successfully completed his ambitious 140-kilometer swim around the island, all to raise money to help local children via a Rotary Club of Patong Beach initiative. The massive endeavor has been carefully planned for several months, with Blankenship, a former U.S. Marine, setting out to raise money for the Rotary Club of Patong Beach's Save a Child swim program. The program was launched several years ago in response to the staggering number of youngsters in Patong drowning each year. Since its launch, over 1,500 children have learned to swim in Patong. Todd set out on his challenge the morning of January 20 at Bang Tao Beach, and while he set himself a time frame of 14 days to complete the journey, he finished a few days ahead of schedule. Todd explained to the Phuket News that he used the tides and the knowledge of his support crew, who are familiar with the local waters, to his advantage to finish ahead of schedule. He was also motivated by the people who joined him all throughout the 140-kilometer swim. The full story, with an interview with him and others, is now on thephuket.news.com. In addition, donations for the Rotary Club's projects are also being accepted, a link for which is in the description. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
From my mind, I wish you fall out from the window, take a bad trip to the ground. Ooh. And in the pleasure, see your pressure just before you break a bone. Ooh.
Tax rates for alcohol and nightlife venues have been cut by the excise department in Thailand in a bid to boost tourism and domestic spending in the country. The Excise Department Director General said that the new tax rates are in line with measures approved by the cabinet on January the 2nd, which are intended to promote Thailand to become a tourism hub. The ad valorem tax rate for grape wine and sparkling grape wine has now been reduced from 10% to 5%, while the tax rate based on quantity, baht per liter per 100 proof alcohol for them, has been reduced from 1,500 baht to 1,000 baht. The ad valorem tax rate and the tax rate based on quantity for local liquors less than 7 proof alcohol has been reduced from 10% to 0% and 150 baht respectively, while the ad valorem tax rate and the tax rate based on quantity for fermented liquor mixed with distilled spirits over 7 proof alcohol are 10% and 255 baht respectively. The ad valorem tax rate for nighttime entertainment venues, including nightclubs, pubs, and bars, is reduced from 10% to 5% from Friday until December 31st later this year. The tax cuts for nightlife venues are short-term measures, effective until the end of the year to help operators affected by the COVID-19 pandemic to get back on their feet, as well as boost domestic employment, according to officials. However, the advisor to the Thai Alcohol Beverage Business Association said that the new tax cuts will only benefit a limited number of producers of alcoholic beverages, as specified in the announcement. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Growing demand from the Kazakh market is prompting officials in Thailand to grant a permanent visa exemption for visitors from Kazakhstan, expected to be announced in April, according to reports. Last week, the government announced an extension to the temporary visa-free scheme for Kazakh tourists until August. Deputy Foreign Minister Jakapong Sangmani visited Kazakhstan last week and stated that an agreement is expected in April as discussions regarding a permanent exemption are ongoing. Meanwhile, the Tourism and Sports Minister stated that discussions between the ministry, Jakapong, and executives from Air Astana resulted in the airline announcing it would ramp up flight frequencies to Thailand during the low season. Air Astana has been encouraged to consider flying directly to Krabi as well as Phuket, which is a popular destination among Kazakhs. The airline plans to increase flights to Phuket during the low season from 3 a week to 6. Flights to Bangkok will remain at 3 per week. Tourism officials have been increasing their efforts in the Kazakh market as the number of visitors from the country to Thailand jumped from just over 59,000 in 2022 to over 172,000 last year, with an average spend of over 7,600 baht per day in 2023. The TAT predicts visitors from Kazakhstan to reach 220,000 this year. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Thanks for joining us here on this Tuesday edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.